Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Hey, this the brother Ma'a Ecuador. I got the brother Shamaria with me.
Shalom, shalom.
And we back with another phone tag lesson. Once again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Awashah. All praise, honor, and glory is due to those names. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A blessings and safety to the men, women, and children who believe on the name Yahweh Shemi Awashah in truth and sincerity. To you we say shalom, all right? And hey man, me and the brother, all right, we're not actually in the same house. All right, we're actually over the phone. All right, but whatever you gotta do in this truth, man, to get these word out, man, you gotta do it, man. Okay. So hey, without further ado, I'm gonna pass it to the brother.
Con. And like the brother said, whatever you do to push this truth, to get it out there, that's what you gotta do. And you gotta do it in a certain manner, man. All right, we going out there preaching the word, preaching the downfall of this kingdom, bringing out prophecies, and we're telling our people what type of mannerism, what type of conversation they're supposed to have. Well, we don't want to go out there being hypocrites, man. All right, the thing is, we gotta walk that talk, man. Not just talk the talk. We gotta walk it too. When you going about your daily, everyday schedule, everyday life, you gotta walk with wisdom, man. You can't just be out here doing anything. You can't be out here making rational decisions. You can't be out here just doing shit off of instinct, being hasty. You gotta think before you do every decision you make. You gotta think upon it, man. All right, basically just moving wise, man. And this kingdom this queendom Esau has set up, especially now because the times are getting more heavier, the spirits is cranking up more, and the Lord is starting to send more judgment. All right, so we gotta move more tighter in the spirit. All right, can you Bob Kushab, brother, can you grab Ephesians 5 and 15?
All right, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. Verse 15, it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil."
Right. So Paul wrote to the Ephesians, he said, walk circumspectly. All right, circumspectly means to watch all around, to be aware of your surroundings. Okay? And that's how we're supposed to be in the spirit, always, 24/7. No matter where we at, all right, who we with, we're supposed to be circumspect in all things,
man. Circle mean around, and spec means to look.
It says not as fools, but as wise. So you have to apply wisdom. Okay, the wisdom that we have is the law, statutes, and commandments, the different morals and virtues that was taught to us from our apostles, man, from our forefathers, from Yahushua. We have to apply those things on an everyday basis.
And that's right, brother. Day. That's right, because knowledge is learning these things, but knowledge becomes wisdom once you apply it.
And we got to practice applying more wisdom. We got to practice applying more knowledge. All right, the closer and closer we come to Jacob's trouble, because it says redeeming the time, because the days are evil. We see that the Lord is starting to put spirits on Jake. The Lord is cranking up Esau's spirit. He about to come down with that great wrath. All right, it's the spirit of vengeance on these animals. A lot is about to take place, man. The Lord is cranking up those apparitions. People on edge, losing their job, food shortages. You got to move circumspect, because if you don't, one false move, that could be your last, man.
That's right.
Baba Kushab, can you grab Colossians 4 and 5?
Okay. This is the book of Colossians. You said chapter 4 and 5, brother?
Con.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time."
Right. So we're supposed to be examples to those who don't know. We're supposed to be an example to 2/3 of Jake of what righteousness is, man. All right. That's why we can't only just preach it, but we have to live it as well.
And look, you got to understand this too, that, and I know it's, easier said than done, but, nigga, Jake out here, 2/3 of our people, including our family members, including the women we deal with, they're not in the light of what we know. So in certain situations, you got to understand these people got demons on them. Just like when your woman buck up at you, you got to understand this too. These people got demons on them, man. They don't know what they doing, man. All right, they're being led by demons, man. So we got to walk with wisdom amongst them, just like Yahweh Shai did, man. He didn't really get offended, man. He knew what his job was, and he knew what his mission was, and that's the road that he kept on, man. Okay.
Khan, that's a good point that you made, brother, because a lot of times we look at the actual person, all right, and we get offended at that actual person, or we may, feel some type of way towards that actual person when that actual person doesn't know what he's doing. It's the actual spirit that's on that person.
And then you got to understand this too. We're constantly being tried, man. We're constantly being tempted by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. He used Satan as that vessel, okay, to tempt us, man. Just like Job was tempted, through his his rib, man. When she said what she said, and we got to keep that in mind. It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without. So, hey, everywhere we go, we're around, people without wisdom, man. People who don't know the scriptures, people who not applying the Bible, the real words of the Bible, man. So we got to understand that, and that should help us, move a little thorough, man, instead of, scooping down to their level, man.
Right. Because the flesh can get simple. The mind can get simple, and the flesh can get weak. All right, that's where you have to have discipline. You have to have discipline over your flesh and over your mind to keep yourself, in the right spirit, man.
Yeah, the scriptures say what? You got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. You got to move with wisdom.
Baba Kushak, can you grab Wisdom of Solomon 6:14? Because a lot of times that's what causes, travail and affliction. And you putting affliction and travail on yourself, man. That's what causes you to be in situations where you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, or certain situations where, you could avoid it just by using wisdom, man.
All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6:14. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail.
Right, and that her is referring to wisdom, because when you read the whole chapter, that's what it's going into. Going to the wisdom, all right, of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and applying it, and the pros of applying wisdom, the benefits of having wisdom. So when you seek wisdom early, then you're not going to go through those great afflictions. You're not going to go through all of these troublesome situations, because the wisdom that you're applying is going to save you from that.
That's right. It says, whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. And that's right. Going into great travail, because a lot of these issues and problems that we go through as hopeful men of the Lord, man, it be because of our own doing, man. We bring these different. Hey, I remember the day the bishop gave us this precept, man. Or brought us this precept to our awareness. Because a lot of these things that we go through in life be because of our own decision making. Because we're not, thinking or using wisdom. We're not applying the scriptures. Hey, as the scriptures say in the book of Sirach, make not haste in the time of trouble. A lot of times brothers don't use wisdom. They get into a situation and they move hastily, man. And that causes for more issues to come upon them, man. Hey, I remember, like, a lot of these things that we go through in this truth, like I said, be because of our own decision making, man. It ain't the truth that's becoming a issue or a problem unto you. It's your decision making, the things that you're doing outside of the truth, man.
Right. That's why the scriptures say in Sirach the second chapter, we ain't gotta grab it, but in Sirach the second chapter it says, set thy heart aright. You gotta get your mind right.
That's right, brother.
In order for you to perform that righteousness and apply wisdom, it has to already be on your mind. So you gotta have these scriptures on your mind. All right, you gotta have Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on your mind. Okay, you have to have these breakdowns on your mind, man. So when it comes time to apply it, it won't be such a hassle. It won't be hard. It'll be like second nature.
I got something for you, bro.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
This Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success, man. So that's what you got to do. The brother mentioned you got to think upon these scriptures. Hey, but it says that thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written. And that's wisdom. When you do what's written, when you do what's written in these scriptures, that it becomes wisdom. You become wise. So this is how you make your way prosperous, man. And I'm not talking about this how you get a 6-figure paying job, or this is how you get a nice car. This is how you remain on that path of righteousness, man, and not going on that path of wickedness, man.
That's right.
All right.
Because a quick example is our forefather Jacob. All right, when our forefather Jacob, when he went to basically his father-in-law Laban, when he went to work for him, hey, Laban was changing up his wages, doing all type of shit, man. To make himself more fat and more rich. But because Jacob had Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he kept the laws. He walked in the way of righteousness. Jacob, he left out from the presence of Laban with those riches, with the cattle, with his children, his wife, and all those great goods. But let's say Jacob hadn't been walking in the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Laban would have used Jacob up to the point where he would have had no riches. So the point of me using that example is that, Jacob following the Lord, he stayed prosperous, man. Even though his wages was being switched up and Laban could have sucked Jacob dry. That's just a quick, example how righteousness, these law, statutes, and commandments is going to make you prosperous at the end of the day, no matter what circumstance, predicament that you're in. You can be the poorest man financially and be homeless. If you a righteous man in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, doing what you're supposed to do, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, the Lord is going to raise you up to be prosperous, man. All right?
That's right.
You can keep reading on that Wisdom of Solomon.
Calm, brother. Let me pick it back up real quick. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse, I'm just going to start back at 14. It said, whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think, therefore, upon her is perfection of wisdom.
Right. So to even meditate on the scriptures, to even meditate on the understanding of breakdowns, to meditate on the law, statutes, and commandments, that's perfection, okay? Because everything starts within the mind. Before you have an action to do something, it becomes a thought first, all right? If you constantly thinking about, wickedness, when you go out, you're going to eventually perform that wickedness you was thinking about. But if you constantly thinking about righteousness, that righteousness is going to manifest, man. All right, your mind is like a portal. If your mind is constantly thinking upon wisdom, righteousness, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, it's like that portal is going to summon righteous spirits, But if you constantly thinking about wickedness and demons and death and all this, that, and the third, left-handed shit, vain thoughts that have no type of significance, then you summoning left-hand spirits.
Hey,
man.
That's why you got to feed your spirit more than your flesh. And I say that first and foremost, because that's something that I battle with on this journey, man. Feeding your spirit more than your flesh, man. Being around, like-minded individuals rather than wicked motherfuckers, man. I know we all, the scripture say use the word, but I know we all got, people that we be around in the world, family member here, maybe got a cool dude They don't scoff the truth. You may go ahead. That's why it's important to feed your spirit, man. Hey, it's like things you put in you, man. You know, fucking listening to all this damn rap music and it's just a lot of more spiritual things we could be doing as we get closer to the end, man, to make sure that we stay within, man. We stay locked into what we need and want, man. And we need and want this truth. We need and want salvation. We need and want the kingdom.
I got a quick precept for you. This Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
That's right, man. You gotta walk in wisdom. You gotta walk with righteousness, man. You know? You got to always be thinking about what's pleasing to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua and not what's pleasing to you or what make you feel good, man. It's about the Lord, man. This is about the Lord, man. Hey, man, we deserve death here, man. I know I deserve death, man. I know the brother on the phone deserves death, man. All right? But the Lord has given us an opportunity to make it right, man. So it's about Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, man. Hey, I wish I could do more for the Lord, man. I want to do more for the Lord, man. I hate this fucking flesh, man. Excuse my language, brother, man. I'm just...
To see the spirit is heavy on the right-hand side. Because you're feeding the spirit. Once you feed the spirit, your fire begins to grow. Because our spirit is the actual fire. That's why the scriptures talk about being lukewarm and things like that. You don't want to be lukewarm. You don't want to be cold. You want to be hot in the spirit. You want to feed your spirit so that fire can grow and you'll be on fire for the Lord, man. And you made a statement, brother, about this is about Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. It's not about us. It's not about how we feel or what we think should happen. It's about what the Lord already ordained for to happen. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 36. Here it is right here, verse 21. But I had pity for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen whither they went. Therefore, saying to the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I do not this for your sake, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen whither ye went. So Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, so he does this not for the sake of Israel, but he do this for his holy name's sake, man. That's the reason why he risen up the elect. That's the reason why Yahweh Shai had to be that great sacrifice for the elect. That's why 2/3 have to die. That's why Yahweh Shai is coming back to.
That's why the Lord raised up the heathen, not to show their power, but to show His power. It's about the Lord. And once you realize that, then you become a better servant, man.
That's right.
And I'm talking to myself first and foremost, man.
That's why it's so important to walk in the spirit, man, so that we could please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who've chosen us to come in this ministry, teach these people, and actually live these scriptures, man. To have this wisdom and knowledge. It's all Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gets the glory and praise for all of this, man.
That's right. Hey, the scriptures do say, I just wanted to slack it, bro. I just wanted to say one thing. The scriptures say to be carnal minded is death, man.
That's right. And that carnal mind is going to lead you to what? A carnal lifestyle, which is going to lead to death, man.
That's right.
That's why you got to walk in the spirit, all right? You got to walk circumspectly, and you have to walk in wisdom, man, to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, because we the sons of the Most High, man. Imagine if you had a son and all he do is disobey your will. All he do is the contrary of what he told you to do. He's going to be grievous unto you. That's going to be a grievous son, which is going to make you unhappy. All right? And we don't want to be grievous to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We want to make the Lord proud, man. We want the Lord to look down at us and say, that's my faithful servant right there. I'm proud, So in order to make the Lord proud, you have to walk in the spirit, man, with the discipline. And with the discipline and with discipline and with wisdom. Man. and being circumspect. Can't just be hanging out with any old body. Can't just be going out any old place. You have to use discernment. You have to use wisdom to be able to know.
Yeah, hey, I want to say this too. And brothers got to keep this in mind. The scriptures say when you depart from evil, you make of yourself a prey. So these spirits want you. These spirits desire to have you, man. So, you know, like the brother said, you can't just be doing this. You're not the average, you know, the Joe Smo out here, man. You know, you fighting to be a part of the elect, man. You're fighting for salvation. So the spirits want you more than they want. The spirits already got these niggas out here. The spirits want you, the one who's trying to do right. And I'm talking about them left-hand spirits.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, brother, you got anything else?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. You know, that wraps up the video. Lord willing, it was edifying, and to those who can receive it, and to the hopeful elect Akim out there. Once again, call Halayim La, Yahweh Bar Shem Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us this Amah, which is the truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.